Hey everyone, it's Fatty and I am back with another Phantom video sub guide today. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the Nike Kobe 5 Zebras. So first thing first, where is it being released? It's being released on FootLocker, KidFootLocker. That's going to be tomorrow. Let's just say it's Thursday. I don't know what day it is. Tomorrow, Friday, September 18th. So it is being released on FootLocker and KidFootLocker at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. It is in sizes 7.5 all the way through 15 for the men's sizes, and then 3.5 through 7 for the GS sizes. Alright, for Shoepalace, it's actually going to be same thing, releasing at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. So now that you know that, let's get into it, alright? So first thing first, we're going to do FootLocker. So as you know, you load a Phantom version 0.50. Click on region. You know, if you're doing the regular men's sizes, you're gonna do US. You also have KidFootLocker as well too, but I'm gonna use US KidFootLocker. FootLocker, guys, is late. I'm dying. FootLocker US as the setup, alright? And then as you guys know, all the information is in down below, as you always know. So first thing first, here's the first one. Size wise, you know how this works, right? If you want a random size, you click on random. You want a specific size, let's say you want 11, you click 11. If you want multi-sizing, right? So let's just say, hey, I just want 7.5 through 10. All you gotta do is 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10. Alright, so again, all you gotta do, sizes, have a comma in between each size, no spaces, and only 0.5 for the half sizes, alright? Next up, quantity, how many tasks do you want to make, alright? So, you know, if you do 5, then you basically do 5 tasks. If you do 1, it's gonna be 1. Profile. So this is pretty self-explanatory. If you just want to do a specific profile, select the one that you want and just click create. If you want to do all of them, then you're going to use this little thing right here, use all profiles, and it's going to do 1 task for all your profile. If you do 5, then basically it's 5 tasks for all my profiles. So that's going to be 25 tasks. All right. Proxy list. So as you guys know, you have different proxies. These are my different quote unquote, I did the air quotes, but you guys can see me. This is the quote unquote test proxy list that I have. So again, select the list that you want. You can either do default list, which is just the default list that there is. If you want to do local host, which I do not recommend, then you would do none. Alright. And last but not least, this is super important. Please make sure you check off PayPal checkout. Alright. PayPal checkout, the devs did this for a reason, right? They did a lot of testing to make sure it works, and that just lets cancel. So use it. Trust me, use it. And you know what? Let me give you guys some details about PayPal checkout, right? So what this means is, instead of using your credit card per se, it's gonna use PayPal guests to check out with your credit card. And everyone asks the same question: how do I put in my PayPal account? I've even seen people saying, hey, I want to buy PayPal accounts. No, please don't do that. Please don't do that. PayPal guest, PayPal checkout, all it does is it checks you out as a guest with your credit card. You do not need an account. Don't worry about that. All right. And the reason why you want to do PayPal checkout is it drastically decreases the chances of cancellation. Right. Trust me. You don't want to copy a clip, right, and have 99 get canceled and only have 1. PayPal checkout drastically, I can't emphasize it enough, drastically decreases the chance of cancellation. So please use it. Trust me, you will thank us. All right. And then again, like I said, PayPal checkout does not require an account. One thing to know about PayPal checkout, it does take longer to check out than card, right? Because you're going through PayPal and whatnot. And for Footsites, it doesn't matter as much because it's not like it gets sold out immediately. But we highly recommend using DC proxies, and the reason for that is because since it takes a longer process to check out, you want to use DC proxies just because there's probably unlimited data for those, and also because it's quicker. All right. Virtual credit cards do not work on PayPal, so don't use privacy, don't use VCC. They do not work. I mean, if you want to try them out, by all means, go for it. But we've done a lot of testing on the back end. It does not work. If Phantom fails to check out PayPal, then what it's gonna do is it has a backup mechanism, right? It's just gonna go back to the regular credit card checkout instead of PayPal checkout. So don't worry if PayPal checkout fails, it's gonna go back. Some people have asked, does this mean I can check out more than once? No. It would be nice, right? It would be nice, but no. Basically, you can only check out once per call using PayPal. All right, and then last but not least, we highly recommend making sure you match your name and your address to the billing information of your card. Try to keep it as close as possible. I mean, I think I say it's for across the board. Me personally, if you want to know what I do, I keep everything the same except for address too. All right, that's the only thing I really change. Everything else is the same. I don't even try to jig it. I don't try to even make anything. I keep it as authentic as I can, and knock on wood, it's been working out for me. So, try to keep that as best as you can. All right, now that I just spent about a good 4 minutes on PayPal, but hopefully that was really helpful for you guys. What else? So yeah, so do this, click create, and then boom, here's all my tasks for all FootLocker. All right. Couple things to know. Cookies. Do you need cookies? No, please leave the cookies to me. I love my cookies. I want to eat all the cookies, but they're not the same cookies you use, right? There will always be 169,420. That's really specific zeros, by the way. 169,420 cookies limit per user per site. All right. So if you're going for FootLocker and KidFootLocker, you have 169,420 for each of them. All right. That's about. Geez, it's gonna make me do some math on the spot. That was at 1770, about 340,000 cookies. You're gonna be fine. Delays, you want them to be low to mid. So 1,500 to 5,000. That's what you basically want your delays to be. Make sure you start your task 15 minutes before the product goes live. Okay, 15 minutes before. That's the best time to do it. Proxies. So like I mentioned, DC and residential proxy both work. But if you're using PayPal, we highly, did I say highly? Yeah. Highly recommend that you use DC. It's just much better, trust me. Alright, so that's Footsites. And then what I basically did is the same exact thing for KidFootLocker, just go to create task, inside US, go kids. Again, the details is gonna be down below. It is a different SKU number. Is it? Yes, it's a different SKU number. I think this is a D instead of a C. Alright, that's FootLocker. Shoepalace. Shoepalace is gonna be super simple, right? Because honestly, if you know how to buy Shoepalace, you actually don't need to be watching this video. Number one, Shoepalace. If you don't have the proxies, right? If you're using one of those, widely, easy to get proxies, it's not gonna work. Trust me, it's not. To buy Shoepalace, you really need some amazing proxies. A lot of times you need some private subnet, and I know a lot of you guys are asking, how much does it cost? It costs a lot of money. I think it might cost probably like thousands, maybe not thousands, but at least 1,000 or so. And it's a big risk, right? Because if you don't cop on Shoepalace, you are basically actually losing money. So I know all the chefs out there that really know what they're doing. They're more comfortable doing so. If you have to ask, can I buy Shoepalace? I think 99.9% of the time, you can't. And, that's just the way it is. Shoepalace is really hard to buy because of the proxies and how strict they are, all right? But yeah, let me just go through the details just in case you guys are curious. Shoepalace does not require cookies. For your delays, it needs to be about over 15,000 because, again, they ban hard. Once you start tasks, you should start tasks when it actually begins. And like I said, proxy is extremely rare that many proxies work. Only a small handful work, and honestly, a lot of times they're private subnets just because I'm sure Shoepalace doesn't know about them, so it's hard for them to detect that. All right, and yeah, basically, if you want to do Shoepalace, scroll all there. Oh, here it is. Right here, Shoepalace, and put all your information here, and that's it. Alright, that's it guys. So that is for the Nike Kobe 5 Zebras that's releasing tomorrow on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time on both FootLocker, KidFootLocker, and Shoepalace. Alright guys, like I said, always got cooking in one hand, washing away as I gave you guys these tips. Hopefully they're helpful. And until next time, have a good one. Bye guys.